Hi everyone, welcome back to a science class. In this video, I will discuss the summary of our third lesson, fiber to fabric. Have you ever thought we can't live without fabric? Because the fabric is a very important part in our life, isn't it? So today we are going to discuss the lesson, fiber to fabric. I hope everyone learned this lesson through our online platform, isn't it? So just we can recall what we already learned from this lesson. Okay, so first of all we can see what is meant by yarn. What is meant by yarn? A long twisted and continuous strand composed of many fibers are called yarns. What is meant by yarn? A long twisted and continuous strand composed of many fibers. Composed of many fibers. Okay, then we can see what is meant by fibers. What is meant by fibers? The thin strands which form a yarn. A thin strands which form a yarn is called fibers. Okay, then let's see here, all of you see. Many fibers, the fibers are joined to form yarn and the two or more yarns join to form fabric. Fibers are joined to form yarn, two or more yarns join to form fabric. Okay, then the fibers are classified into two. The different types of fibers are available from our nature, not only from our nature, available from our surroundings. What are they? Two types of fibers. What are they? Natural fibers and synthetic fibers. What is meant by natural fibers? The fibers obtained from our nature, that is from our plants and animals, are called natural fibers. What is meant by natural fibers? The fibers obtained from our nature, that is meant by from plants and animals, that are called natural fibers. What are the examples of natural fibers? Cotton, jute, silk, wool. These all are the examples of natural fibers. Okay. The next one is synthetic fibers. What is meant by synthetic fibers? Yes, the fibers made from chemicals. The fibers made from chemicals. They are not available from our nature. For example, polyester, nylon, acrylic. These are the examples of synthetic fibers. Okay. The next we can see how the cotton fibers are separate from cotton seed. How the cotton fibers are separate from cotton seed. The process of cotton fibers are separate from cotton seed by combing is called ginning. It is called ginning. What is meant by ginning? The process of separating cotton fibers from cotton seed by combing. That process is called ginning. Okay, the next one is jute. Then how jute fibers are getting from the jute plant? Yes, after harvesting the jute plant, the jute stem immersed into the water for few days. After few days, we can easily separate the jute fibers from jute stem. Okay, then next we can see the process of spinning. Okay, we already discussed what is meant by yarn. What is meant by yarn? Yes, it is a strand composed of many fibers. It is a strand, it composed of many fibers. So that process of making yarn, the process of making yarn is called spinning. The process of making yarn is called spinning. Then some simple device is used for the process of spinning is hand spindle, tackle, charka and all you already heard, right? So these all the techniques, these all the devices are used for making the yarn. Okay, the next one is the process of weaving. What is meant by the process of weaving? Yes, the process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric. Two sets of yarn arranged to make a fabric. The process of joint two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called spinning. Sorry, it's called weaving. Okay, two sets of yarn. So what, for example, sari. We all know that not only one yarn is used for that process. Two sets of yarn or more than two sets of yarns are used. Right? So next one is knitting. So what is meant by knitting? Yes, a yarn or a fabric. While we are making a fabric, only single yarn is used. A single yarn is used for make a fabric. A single yarn is used for making a fabric is called knitting. For example, socks. For example, socks. Okay. Then the last one is history of clothing material. We all know that the early humans are used the leaves and bark of trees for covering their body, isn't it? But once they were settled, they invented the sewing needle and they started to stitch the fabric to form a cloth. Okay, so once again, all of you listen. In this lesson, we discussed few points. What are they? Yarn, fibers, what are the types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Then what is meant by ginning, what is meant by spinning, weaving and knitting, and history of clothing. Okay, so that's all about this lesson. Then what is the next step? You should read the textbook 2-3 times and study thoroughly this lesson. Okay, so thank you all. Thank you very much.